was pretty dope. And then when they took the watch party thing off, I was so sad because he actually utilized it in a way that was like, this is great. I remember I watched Shrek in his stream with 8,000 other people around the world. Isn't that fun? But now we got to do it on Discord or we'll get fucking clapped by Twitch. So if you're wondering where we are, if you're just showing up, we are in the Venice canals. We're in the Venice Anal. Ever heard of this place before? I'm new from Office Drummer Stream yesterday. Out of curiosity, what's the story behind the van life? Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so I was working full-time as an art executive, basically an executive art operations manager, art handler. I would ship, receive, package, crate, frame, hang, deliver, and set up on display for exhibitions, art for one artist whom I'm very close with, and I've known her for like 6 years. I knew her before she was an artist, and now she's a very successful artist, and I'm super proud of her. And I was working full-time, and I was living in Santa Monica, and I was living 7 blocks away from my workplace. And actually 7 blocks from the hub of the art studio. I would have to go all over LA and other places to help set up these exhibits. And unfortunately, it's the best job I ever had. Best pay I've ever gotten, salary. Literally treated me better than any employer has ever treated me in my entire life. Ever. And she knows that, and I've always praised her for it, and she's always praised me for my commitment to helping her and using my OCD to her advantage, because there takes a lot of precision to work in the art industry and work with like $100,000 paintings or whatever the fuck, and she trusts me, and so very grateful. And then I had an unexpected loss in my family. Unfortunately, my big brother, man, it's still so hard to see. It's crazy. All I have to do is say the words and it like almost gets me to the waterworks. Okay, I'll probably have to put in some eye drops in a second. But so unfortunately my brother passed away, and I was like, man, I can't work for a while. Like I really need to take a break and tend to my own wants and needs. And I called her and I was like, yeah, so I just got off the phone with my family, and I got to tell you something that's like gonna break your heart. And I also got to tell you that I can't work for a while because I need to go somewhere and just be in a healthy space to grieve. I love my job, love the situation, loved my apartment close to my work. I loved the opportunities that kept coming from it. And she was like, listen, baby boy, I love you. I trust you so much. Do whatever you need to do. Like, we'll figure everything out. Everything that I rely on you for, I can handle it. I can find somebody to do it, but they might not do it as good as you, and you're always welcome back. Whenever you're back in town, please let me know. You can always work for me. If you ever want to become full-time again, you can, etc. And then I called the management company that I was renting from, and I was like, listen, I'm not renewing my lease. And I did all that in one day. Like literally, after I got off the phone with my family with the news, I was like, all right, well, I got to put everything on halt. And then I flew out and visited my family and went out there for my brother's memorial. And then I got his ashes, and I drove all around the country with his ashes. And I had so much free time that I just started to try to start IRL streaming. And it turned out that it was a really good decision, because I started meeting like-minded people, just like people that would pull me in a positive direction and keep me like motivated and happy doing what I'm doing. And so yeah, basically the gist of it is like I needed to tend to my own wants and needs for a while and not work day in and day out for somebody else, even though I loved it, just so that I didn't spiral into some like depressive, weird grieving state that I know it's possible. And yeah, so after getting off the phone with them all in one day, I looked at all these listings that I had saved for Sprinter vans, and one of them was like 25 minutes away. And I was like, so I called my boss and I was like, can I take your car? And she's got like a collector's 1990 Mercedes convertible, like a very artsy kind of vehicle that people